When it comes to setting prices, why can't it just be simple? Well, that's what I'm hoping we can do in today's video. Essentially, I'm going to give you some simple strategies that you can use when it comes to pricing out your video project. Now, when it comes to how much to charge, I really can't tell you that. That's going to depend on your market. That's also going to depend on your skill set. But what I can do is give you a simple strategy that you can use when it comes to charging out for your video project. So let's jump into it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some super simple strategies that you can use, okay, when it comes to pricing out for your video project. So when it comes to actually what to charge, like I said in the beginning, I can't really tell you that because that's going to depend on your skill level. And it's also going to depend on your market and the type of work that you're doing. But for the most part, you can use this type of pricing or charging when you're going to, give your clients an estimate. So basically the strategy is simple. You want to charge, a day rate, you want to charge an editing rate, and then you also want to charge for embellishments. So when you're just getting started, maybe you don't have a lot of jobs right now. Maybe you're doing something that's super simple. Maybe it's for your friends or for his family, maybe a couple of small businesses here and there, but you're still just getting your feet wet. Basically, you want to charge a day rate and you want to charge an editing rate. Say, for example, your day rate could be $500 for a half a day, which could be up to 4 hours. Or you might charge $1,000, which could be up to 8 hours. So that's your day rate. Basically, that's the money that you're charging just to show up with all of your equipment. Now, the next rate that you're going to be charging is your editing rate. So let's just say for simple math, your editing rate is $40 an hour. So when you're estimating out your project, you might have an idea of how long it may take you. It may take you a little longer, maybe a little less, but let's just say generally you think it's going to take you about 10 hours to edit this video. So at $40 an hour times 10 hours, that's $400. So all in all, let's say it's a half day job, you're charging $500 for your half day rate, and then you're charging $400 for your editing. Bada bing, bada boom, you charge that client $900. Now, as you get better, as you start to progress, okay, and as you start to up the level of your video, now you want to charge for what I call those embellishments. So when it comes to the embellishments, an example could be licenses, right? Maybe you need graphics, maybe you need stock footage, maybe you need music, right? And, depending on how they're going to use this, right, it's got to be free. You got to have a license. You got to be able to use it. Okay. So in that case, right, sometimes you have to pay money to get a graphics pack, right? Or to get LUTs, or to get transitions, or to get stock footage. So that would be one example. Another example would be rental gear. Depending on the type of project that you're putting together or what your client wants you to do, you might have to go out and rent some of that gear, right? You might not have everything you need. You might not have the lens, right? You might not have the light, okay? So you might have to go out and rent, okay, some of that gear. So you want to make sure that you put that in your estimate as well. Some other examples of those embellishments could be, post-production or pre-production, let's say. Okay, so pre-production, do they want a storyboard, right? Are you going to be coordinating the locations, and do you have to talk to people, or do you have to get things set up and put aside, right? You're going to need to, add that into your pricing as well. Also, is there some type of project management, right? That might be a fee as well, too. Do you have to coordinate with different people on the team and talk to this person and that person and get this from that, okay? Or this thing from that person, right? There's a lot of moving parts, and maybe you have to manage it all to bring this project to fruition. So that also could be another line item that you charge as well. Now, what you charge for those line items could be custom to the project, or you could just maybe have a standard fee, right? So say, for example, if you got to do storyboards and pre-production, all that other jazz, maybe that's just, $700, right? And that would all be part of your line items, and you can include that in your proposals. Now, a lot of times when people are just starting out, they might charge just a flat number. They might, think of a number in their head and say, oh, it's going to cost this much. And I know, I've been there. But as you start to step it up, as you start to work with different business owners and get bigger paying jobs, it's always nice to include line items in your proposal. Now, you don't always have to do that, but a lot of times when you're just getting started, it kind of justifies the price that you're charging, especially if you're charging more than they expect you to charge. And most times you're charging more than they expect you to charge. So this is just a simple way. Charge a flat fee with an editing rate, and then whatever your embellishments are, write it up into a proposal and deliver it to the client. And with that, I'm wishing you good luck. So that's it for me today, guys. Hopefully you found this video useful and helpful. And if so, give me a like, drop me a comment, and let me know where you at right now on your creative journey. And for all my people out there who are trying to build a life on their terms and get it how they live, this is your man, Jonathan Moore, and I'm signing out. Peace.